I'm coming, sorry.
We can see your screen.
Okay. Okay, what about now?
We can see your screen, but we just see, I think, just one. That's this is basically your WhatsApp screen.
Oh, no, I've removed that.
You can reshare again. You can reshare the screen and make it your full screen, not just one.
Yes, I'm trying to do that now. Okay, you can see me, right?
Not at the moment.
What about now?
I don't know if anybody can see. Just let me know. From my end, I can't see. I
Okay.
can see, but it's still the same screen.
Yeah, just an empty screen that has seed at the bottom.
I'm just seeing your WhatsApp and
It's blank.
on my
Okay,
end
someone
is
else
not
is seeing
blank.
blank. Somebody is seeing my WhatsApp. What's going on here? Are you all seeing
I'm just seeing
differently?
WhatsApp actually. So what you do, you can commence the class, and then I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah, commence. If you have your slide, you can share the slide. I think probably later, if that's okay, so that we'll not just take our time. We've spent almost 40 minutes.
Okay, let's go. That'll be nice. Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm so sorry for coming late. I'm so sorry. I happen to be one of the person anchoring the program. Then I have to do chap. Then left. I was on the road. I had to get back to the office so I could make use of the lights and the space here. So I'm so sorry for coming late once again. So sorry for coming late. So tonight we'll be looking into opportunities and challenges in Web3. And from the beginning of this class, I'm very sure they've do justice to the description of this term Web3, web. I know they've taken us what is Web 1, Web 2, Web. Hope I am right, and I'm not just trying to insinuate that. I just want to be sure that we've gone through that, which I know because I joined the classes. So by now, I think we should already have basic understanding of what exactly is called Web3, website 3, right? So for here, I will just do a quick recap. Web3 refers to a decentralized internet driven by blockchain technology. The key now, I know we've gone through this, but there's one key fixture that stood out for me, and not for me personally, it's actually a fact in Web3. There are just two main characteristics there. It includes decentralization and digital finance. You get me? Decentralization and a digital finance as opposed to what we know in physical finances. We talk about bank, we talk about physical money, we talk about physical value, we talk about physical transaction. You are physical, you know who is who, you know customer A and customer B. You can see them by their passport photograph in a document. You can see them by their signatures. You can differentiate them. You can know who is the sender. You can know who is the receiver. Then we have maybe in case of financial help or loan. They ask you to tender your what's it called, your documentation, your ID. They ask you to bring an ID. They have to know who you are, know what you do, and those kind of things. They are physical transactions, those are about physical finance. But in Web3, we're talking about a digital finance without boundary. I don't need to know how you look like. I don't need to know the color of your skin. I don't need to know if your business, if your business has huge capital or not. And we still what engage in transaction. We still transact with each other. Even as much as there skepticism around that oh, that is not safe, digitally, you don't know who is who and all that. But blockchain, one of the central features of the three is actually the blockchain, whereby based on code, I can actually be able to secure. This is actually a security. It's the security in our transaction, whereby transaction A and transaction B is being stored on the block, and there is what's it called? There's a way it's being measured that okay, there is no discrepancies, and it's able to build that trust between two or more transactions. And we talk about decentralization that okay, in this place, no central authority, there's no central authority. I don't want to delve deep down in that again. I just believe you understand this. So, but the question I would love to ask on space is why does this really matter? This Web3, why does it matter? Why are we here? Why do we need to learn into this? Why do we need to go into it? Why do we need to take it so serious and important? What does it really matter? Does it bring food to my table like a layman, a normal Nigerian man will tell you, wetin I go benefit from this thing? Like, what we really need? So why does it matter? Number one, ownership. Number two, transparency. Then number three, innovation. So these are things that I want ownership, that you can own this, you can own a digital product, you can own your digital finances. There's ownership, there is this, you don't it doesn't have to be in the hand of any central authority. There's ownership, then transparency, you can see how money is being moved. Your money is being moved from one place to another. Before you transact with anybody, you ask for the smart contract. You're able to see what the person has engaged in, what the person has done. There's transparency on the block. You can actually see ledgers of transactions over time. Unlike the bank will tell you this, it is a classified document. Now, even though as much as the constitution of the country said we have access to public documents, please, I don't think it extends. There's a limitations to it when it comes to financial documentation. There's the limitations to it. You can't go into it except maybe the EFCC request for it, or legal bodies have to write to actually see those things. It takes a very long process for you to get access to those things. So there's transparency, then there's innovation. Now, this Web3, one of the things in Web3 that is innovative, it is not a ready-made space. Is innovating on daily basis. Okay, and I would say this is one of the security issues we're dealing with, because it is not fully cooked. So, but today's focus is not on that; it's on opportunities and challenges. I'm still trying to make sure this on screen. I'm able to share it. I just have a what's it called? I'm so sorry for. Okay, so sorry, please. Okay, so now looking into
If you
opportunities
guys
and
can see
challenges.
his screen, let's know, because I can see an empty screen here. But if you can't see his screen, let me know. Anybody?
On
my side, it's
It's
blue for
empty.
me.
It's an empty screen, dark screen for that matter.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
I don't
it's
know
the
why.
way. Seriously,
But
is the way I save the file is cutting it somehow. Yeah, I don't know why.
you can
I
just
don't
go
know.
ahead, keep presenting, even without this. Just keep presenting. You share the slide probably in the WhatsApp.
Okay. So, okay, let me continue. So now, what are the? I will start. I'll be starting with the opportunities. Opportunities, and number one is financial inclusion. Financial inclusion. So you might say financial inclusion. How does Web3 bring about financial inclusion? Don't forget we we're talking about the whole web space entirely, and this technology has bring about financial inclusion in the sense that there are some areas in our world of today. Let us bring about relative description of our own society as Africans, as Nigerians. There are some places that can no access to financial, what's it called, to all these our normal physical banks. And also, there are actually some kind of limitations we have as individuals to actually participate in some financial dealings. Like if I should ask most of us that are listening right now, how many of you buy stocks? How many of you buy shares? How many of you have? Because it's not as if you've not heard about these things before, or you can actually put it on YouTube and quickly get information on how to acquire some of these things. But like one of the basic rule of finance is of investment is put your time, invest your time before you invest your money. So most of us are face limited or no knowledge about how these things works. So you grab. So but Web3 actually makes this thing very easy. For me, if I want to buy a token, I can see who have this token, how many what's it called, how much capital funding they are. Okay, if it is a project I want to buy their pre-sale, and I want now I think, for let me share my own testimony concerning this financial inclusion. So in Web3, personally, I got to have the advantage of buying first in an investment before your project launch, something like pre-sale. And in our world today, let me tell you, most of the big brands that we are seeing that are trending, that are making millions of nairas on the stock exchange and people are trading, before those businesses have that particular market capitalization, some people bought in early, and it's not for outside, and it's just for insiders. But in blockchain, though we have something related to that, but as individuals, it is open. There are some that are open, there are some that are not open, but majority are open because they want it to be absorbed by the people. They want people to buy into their ideas and buy into their innovations and make it more useful for users. So for users to have an ownership. We're talking about ownership. This is one of the main reasons. So financial inclusion. Then number two, we have talked about empowering creators. Web3 empower creators. Now, if you have an idea, you have a product that you built that is built by blockchain technology, Web3 can empower you. Number one, as creator, either a digital product, either as a content creator, it pays you. Number one, like I said, it is an innovative space. See, it is not saturated yet. Forget whatever thing you are seeing on Twitter. Forget whatever trend, whatever, it is not saturated. This space is still new. If we are to bring about 100 persons in a hall right now in Abia State, there are limited persons that are into Web3, and bet you cannot pick up to 30 persons that are into Web3. I'm not talking about Notcoin here. I'm not talking about whatever people did on Telegram last year. So that's also part of Web3, but it's not entirely what it is. So it is not saturated. So it rewards creator. So, and I know there are some organizations that are funding creators here that, okay, if you have a product that's powered by the blockchain, okay, web that is in line with Web3, that you can apply for. I have a list earlier this year talking about as from 2020, 2015, 2016, 2020, 2021, Solana was really funding a lot of projects, and you can see if you have friends that are into Web3 and are Solana devs, some of them will not tell you, but on a low key, those guys get money, but they will not tell you, they will not loud it. yourself. And for content creators, now if you can, there's something we're doing here. It's not like as popular as it is like before again. We used to call it shilling project. I don't know. I know Mr. Ashikesh, you should have idea of shilling projects. Now, so what do? They will recruit all these projects. Most of them are European guys or some are even Saudi guys. They will recruit. Majority of us that used to recruit back then are Nigerians, Indians, Pakistan, because these are the three countries in this. So how was it called? In the third world countries that really making waves in Web3 and blockchain. Iran, all those guys, we are the ones. So what they do? They recruit us. They have a project. They want us to chill it. So what do we do? The only tool we are using is just our X. Our X. We are not using more than that. Our X, just Twitter. No, that back then it was Twitter, it was even X. So it was just Twitter. What do you do? The amount of times we post per day. How many times we post per day? We just make sure those things are trending. This people are seeing it, mentioning this. They know the algorithm is actually noticing that particular project. Then we give them followership. Therefore, then if they are now launching, we also project this out for people to buy into their products, to buy their pre-sale. Even though most of the times this thing is good sideways, but I'm telling you, for some of us who key into those shillings, some of us are being paid weekly back then. Though the money was not somehow, but back then when we were in school, the money, I imagine you are getting like $20 like every week, $10, depending on how much you work, because it's actually based on our proof of work, how much time you commit into all those things. So, and these things, I'm not, don't get me wrong, it's not as if it is over. Just like the crypto wave right now is just kind of down. Those things are still coming. They are still coming. They are still coming. So those are one of the opportunities we get here. Then another opportunity is community ownership like DAOs, decentralized autonomous organization. I don't know how should I explain this for everybody to get it. Okay, so this decentralized autonomous is I don't know. I want to use something relatable. Okay, how many of us have heard about this cooperative societies? That okay, two or three or five persons will come together, they will put resources together to fund a particular project, then share the profits together. Share the profits together. I don't know. So this DAO, they are also like that we can come together as individuals. Like tomorrow now, Abia Network can decide to have a DAO. Decided to have a DAO. Okay, for every one of you that has joined this boot camp, we can launch a DAO. Okay, one or two, three persons, maybe like our guys, they can just fund, they can just bring up a DAO and just okay, shield it out to us and be like, okay, we want to reward your participation, we want to reward your engagement, we want to reward your stability here so far. So they can just be tasked. So they agreed on how much they'll be coming together, how much will be given, how much will be given out maybe to now what they want to fund there, they want to reward. So the reward is not based on someone just one person's pocket, it's based on the pocket of the community. Okay. So whoever is active for the week, this is what is going to the person, whoever is active for the month, this is what is going to the person. So it's just something like that. So these are opportunities like that you as an individual, if you have an idea, if you have a project, if you have something tangible, you can be funded by DAOs. You can be funded by DAOs that okay, let's they pull out resources together and fund you and fund that idea. It might be an art, it might be an NFT. I don't know if you get me. I don't know if I'm making sense at all. I'm not even getting feedback from anybody. Okay, I just hope people are getting me. Then we talk about industry innovation. Like I said, this space is not saturated. There's still room for innovation. There's still room for innovation. We see have some inconsistencies. There's still no perfect cook. Like I said, there's still no perfect cook in this space. You can see wallets coming up, going down. There's more time that cross wallets is trending, and I don't most people still use trust wallet, and people are still looking for something that is casual, fast, something I don't really have to have I can have an extension, I can have like 10 to multiple wallets very easily and interact with decks very easily, and have multiple computers without having many too much security. At the same time, it is safe. You see, Web3 is one space that people want to have their cake and eat it at the same time because of what the technology provides us, decentralization and ownership, without you answering so many questions before you can actually make transactions. So people want to eat their cake and have it at the same time. So there's still room for innovation. And let me tell you, so if you are a creator out there, like I joined the training recently, and one of the things one of the facilitators was saying that, okay, I was learning data science with them. And I said, like, okay, this whatever you are learning here, you should be enthusiastic, you should be passionate about exploring and creating an application of whatever you are learning. And that response came as a result of one person's raising up her hand and saying that, okay, this thing that we are learning, how much can we get from it? No, like, it's not about how much. When you register for your undergraduate courses, were you thinking about how much you will get when you are going to school? So you go to school because you want to learn, you have a hope, you have, okay, there's something you want to achieve by those things. The same way you are taking up a skill, you have something you want to hear, a problem you want to solve, and definitely, whether you like it or not, money will come out from this. As far as you have solutions to problem, money will come out of those things. So he made mention of Web3 that if you are a data scientist, you should find a way you can make applications in Web3, in blockchains. So this is a space, the technology on its own, that you can actually make application. See, okay, let me go to this next one before I say what I wanted to say. Reward and job opportunities. Reward and job opportunities. I don't know, quote me wrong, but I will say this with my knowledge, and I'll be confident in that Web3 has actually bring about different, a new kind of job into our world. If you ask me what kind of job, what is new? If you let me start mentioning it for you, I know most of you must have heard about it, but I will tell you that Web3 space actually brings about the proliferation of a job called community manager. I'm telling you, community manager, community moderators. So if you're on Discord mainly, you will see how the platform works, and you will see how the level and the capacity of users on Discord. And if for any kind of project, you will see thousands, and people have questions they want to ask, people want to know about the project, people want to interact, people want to chat. It's just like a global village, like thousands of us in a particular room. There's some people that wants to express their dissatisfaction, there are people that wants to get answers quickly, and there needs to be some persons that are always online to attend to questions, attend to queries, attend to people who are following rules, attend to activities that are being laid down to make sure that there is flow of activities day in, day out. And so there's a need whereby we need to have community managers and community moderators. So what does moderating do? They moderate day-to-day activities. Now, if there's a rule that says that there shouldn't be any coursework in a community. Now, if you curse anybody in that community, it's the job of the moderator to warn you and to put you in caution. If you refuse to adhere to the caution, they remove you. So again, there might be some issues that maybe they're kind of delicate. Now they also can, in our recent one, we can relate their job to a PR officer. But PR officer in our physical world, this more with communication, talking about press release, managing the image of the organization and all that. But no, community managers and community managers do way more than that. So for a project, you can have more than one community moderator. They work. I remember one time, though I've never actually gotten a job as one, but I have friends who are into it. So they even run shifts like morning and night. There are some that they have capacity to even have 2 to 3, 5 moderators that they have times in the week that they work, and while some work day in day out, maybe from 9 a.m. to a particular time in the day, then somebody takes it from that time in the night till the next morning. And these jobs are not just free jobs, they're actually high paying jobs. They are being paid in dollars because most of all these projects are not what's it called? African creators. How do I put it? Most of these projects are owned by mostly Europeans, and most of them are, even those that are owned by Africans, are not really settled in Africa. So the exchange rate is actually a blessing to us in this part of the world. So that's the one. And then about community managers, they are the one who manage community, make sure that there's growth, they make sure that the community is in tandem with the goal, and with the goal and every activities the project managers have set or they have put in place, or for a campaign, okay, to make sure that everything is going smoothly with their community member. There is rapport and there is growth, there is flow, there is consistency, there is optimism, there is day-to-day activities going on. I remember I belonged to a gaming community back then. They will ensure that we participate in games. They will make sure that our reward comes. If you have questions, if you have dissatisfactions, you tag them, they will respond to you immediately. And these are jobs. It might, if you go out and tell somebody that I'm a community manager, they'll just be like, community manager. Tell I'm a community moderator, they might not really take you serious, but you are the one that you know what you are earning from those things. So these are what Web3 has afforded us. So another part is reward. Now there are some projects that, let me make it more relatable. So I am Mr. Daniel. I am launching a new wallet. The wallet, my wallet helps you to store digital currencies, and in my wallet is secure. I tell you my wallet is secure, is that and that. Okay, so now this wallet is new. How will people get to start using it? Oh, say okay. How will it, okay, I get the time. How will people get to start using it? Okay, I have to shield it out. Okay, I will just say, okay, for this my new wallet, people should download it. People should start transacting on it. And there's a campaign on it that, okay, for every person you refer with your code to use my wallet, I'll be giving you $1. Everybody is interested. What will it cost you? You just want to download and share it to somebody, and I create $1 that you can spend and withdraw, or that you can use to trade without using your own money. If I have a trading, maybe like a DEX exchange inside that wallet, you can actually trade, or you can use to buy my NFT. Maybe the wallet also have a particular NFT that is low. Okay, you can use it to buy, or maybe for a ticket, or maybe for there are actually some rewards that what it will actually worth your time. Some of us did, some of us that were on Telegram as of last year and last 2 years ago, we can see how Telegram was booming. Those are the rewards people get for interacting with all these Telegram apps, bots, and all those things. Some of us were able to enjoy Notcoin, some were able to enjoy dogs. Me as a person, I didn't even get it. Dog was very easy. I was in Jam Office that day. I was just hearing it. I wasn't taking it serious at first, so I didn't have many referrals. I think I only have 4 referrals. I think I saw something reasonable there. Some of us did grass. Grass, what did grass only ask us to do? I also download an extension. Okay, it's actually a data mining project, and if they want people to download an extension, they are mining data and all those things. And people just did it casually, and we were just for months. And when grass we finally reward us for our consistency, for our belief, it was something. I think that is one of the main source I have. Majority of the Solana I have today in my wallet. So These are rewards, these are job opportunities. Another means of job opportunity that, see, okay, you are not a tech person. You are not a tech person. Let's assume you are not a tech person. So how does this relate to you? You are not, you don't even know how to, you don't know how to build. You are not even somebody that is always sitting down next to for stable. You don't even know how to chat, all these things. Okay, are you a tailor? Are you a fashion designer? There is job. Okay, I attended a tech event last year, a tech event, and one of the, so the convener didn't plan for Ankara wears for their volunteers before, but they just thought that it would be nice for us to have Ankara wears. And immediately, I know somebody here already know what I'm saying already. I know somebody that knows already know what I'm saying. I reached out to my friend immediately. Can you take up a job like this? He said that he's busy for December, that he has a lot of Christmas jobs and all those. But I'm telling you that if you belong to a community, a Web3 community like this, if you are into fashion designing and we need to get t-shirt, definitely if you make yourself know, the job then will come to you because you belong there. Now, if you don't, if you are, even though we are not giving you a job, if you have an idea based on your industry, whatever you are doing, maybe you even make snacks, you can even reach out to our boss, to the convener of this bootcamp, like, sir, I have an idea, oh, and you give me a very good offer, and he sees into your proposal and he looks like, okay, he will definitely, I will not pay out. I believe he will patronize you. So let's go to another opportunity. Okay, airdrops. Okay, one of the rewards, airdrops, free token. I'm talking about airdrops. I'm talking about what's it called? Job. Yeah, remote jobs. You can get remote jobs. Then again, funding and investments. Yes, funding and investments. Funding, and you can get funding and investment for your ideas, for your products, industry innovation. Then now, what are the challenges we have in Web3? Like I said, this is not actually a web space. There are some challenges we engage in on daily basis. There are still challenges, and that's why we this is why Web3 Abia Web3 network and this bootcamp is coming to you. Come to this space. There is space for you. There is problem you can solve. That idea, whatever industry you belong, there's actually a gap you can fill. It's a gap you can fill. It is not saturated. It is not like every other kind of niche. It is not saturated yet. So one of the challenges here is scams and fraud. Yeah, the scams and frauds like raw pools, phishing, fake tokens. You know, you see some individuals, they will launch a fake token and people will buy their token in the morning, in the night, zero capital. Your money is down. You see your money has your $10 that you worked hard for in the morning, you will just be seeing dust in the evening. Some of us engage with some of these crypto project on Telegram as of last year and last 2 years. We know what when they say dust, you should already have an idea right now if you have been in that position before. Then awareness and security are critical. Example, high profile crypto scams like this, like FTM as of last 2 to 3 years ago, the whole exchange then went down. A lot of conspiracies around it, and it was very, very saddening because people lost their money. Yes, unlike our traditional banking, there's Nigerian banking insurance that if a bank folds up today, there's security for your money. The federal government will actually come into their aid and help them out. So you definitely get back your money. But in crypto, if they hack your account, it's gone. But this naturally should bring fear to us, actually, is for us to see a need for improvement as Africans that we are, as Nigerians that we are. You can have built a crypto wallet that is better than MetaMask tomorrow. Yes, you can do it. Me too, I can do it. Then volatility and risk. Crypto and NFT values swing widely, swings widely. It's very easy for you to buy it. Okay, now see Bitcoin. So you go like, Bitcoin, they bought Bitcoin early this year, thinking that Bitcoin is rising. And look at where Bitcoin is today. It's very volatile, very, very volatile. NFTs are volatile. When talking about volatile, I hope you understand what I mean. So there is no fixed pricing, there is no fixed values. It's shift very fast. Not suitable for everyone as invest. Yeah, it is not suitable for everyone as investment. It's not everybody that can invest in crypto as of now because of this inconsistency, because of this volatility. for especially people that are very careful with their money, people like myself. Sudden drops in token prices, yeah, example, sudden drop in token prices. Then complex user experience, one of the challenges we are battling with wallets. Most of us are still even finding it hard to open Excel on our computer. It's one of the app that, if I should say, how many of you have, since when, how many of us use Excel? How many of you even use Microsoft Word, all kind of things? We still have these technical issues in this part of the world. The wallet, gas fee, private key, how to navigate the blockchain, understanding DEX, even Bybit and all that, and all these things. And these things are actually profitable versions because of the complex, all these technicalities. A layman cannot easily venture into it. You have to go for classes and follow person wey know so you no go lost. Permit me to use that page. Then example like using your private keys, you lose your private key to your wallet that money is inside, you have, it's gone forever. The regulation and compliance, government still figuring out rules, legal uncertainty for business and users. Example, varying crypto laws across countries, government is trying to regulate the use of blockchain, the use of crypto exchanges. Crypto exchanges now telling us now having like centralized exchanges and all that. They are now saying for know your customer, KYC and all these things. The Nigerian government is even taxing crypto traders this year and all that. So this is one of the issues we are still facing. So talking about decentralization, they are still looking for a way to still centralize it for us, but that's why we still begging let us create more useful products that can actually bring about true freedom in this space. Then environmental concern, proof of work blockchain consume high energy, electricity, proof of stake reduce energy use, example Ethereum shift. Now this is kind of more technical because Ethereum shift to proof of stake recently because of high energy consumer of work of the proof of work that exists on the blockchain. Then here again, I want to like share a case study of my time is very close. I have just 4 minutes left. So we have case study like NFT artists, success stories. I would have loved to share a lot of people. See, this space not really as technical. See, if you are a photographer, you have a space in Web3. Your pictures can be converted as NFTs, airdrop rewards, rug pools, DAO and community projects, like there are case studies that would have shared to explain opportunities and challenges in this place. Like NFTs, if you are a photographer, this space you can sell a picture for huge amount of money and the ownership still belongs to you without sharing the profits with any high profile person or organization. Highest thing you can pay is gas fee and all those things. Then now it's time for interactive section. So let me know which opportunity excites you most, which challenges worries you most. Let me know. Let me know. I would love to know. I would love to hear from you. Then conclusion. Web3 equals to promise plus caution. Opportunities, inclusion, reward, opportunities rather equals to inclusion, reward, empowerment, and innovation. Like I said, there is space for every one of us to actually contribute something and also at the same time get something in return for our participation, for our interest in Web3. Then challenges, there are scam, volatility. That's why they always tell you there is no financial advice in this place, in this space. And you keep hearing things like be cautious, be security cautious, keep your seed phrase, keep them secure, and all that. Then regulations, environment, Web3 is still evolving. The future depends on how community, like when I'm talking about community, I'm talking about you and I, creators and regulators shape it. So Web3 actually depends on us. And I want us to take this very seriously. Africa and other third world countries, we used to be the consumer of each product of the Europeans. I'm telling you, this Web3 and blockchain is actually a space that can bring about a counterbalance. I'm telling you, counterbalance. So now I've come to the end of my lecture. Thank you very much for listening. And please, I would love to hear from you. Which opportunity excites you the most, and which challenge worries you the most? Let me hear from you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you very much, Mr. Dan. I don't know. I was thinking we'll be dropping some emojis. I don't know how to drop emoji here, but I was thinking the people who have learned, that's our three guys who are on this call, drop emojis. I know we don't have much time because I had to shorten the time. I know we spent time. Today is Friday. A lot of us are, coming back from classes, work, and trying to put themselves together. So thank you very much, Mr. Dan. We won't spend much time again. One of the things that will happen, you could share your PDF file in the group, which is quite important for them to go through. The document I talked about, that's the book. I think you guys, the three persons here will be the first three persons to have it. Then maybe later I can share in the group, but I will give you guys for this week to go through, read it, and enjoy because you stayed throughout the classes. I know a couple of persons dropped because of network and all that, but at the same time, most in my language they say bottom part of the bottom part of the pot, now in the sweet pass. Yeah. So that's the last part of the food on that. That's where the ingredients gather and you enjoy it. So I think you guys stayed back and you deserve more something better. So thank you guys for staying fast. I know Milton said it's not easy. The turn up is not encouraging, but at the same time we'll keep doing what we are doing. One thing I would tell you, Milton, is I don't know how it is in Sierra Leone. You are joining from Sierra Leone, right?
Yes.
So I don't know how blockchain is in Sierra Leone, but I think this class is also shaping your mind for you to be able to see how you focus and also build a mini community there in Sierra Leone. You understand in languages, you get even whether in French. I think you guys speak English and French. You can also see a way to come up with something like that. We have a lot of French speaking.
Yeah, we speak English just like Nigeria.
Okay, yeah. So I think you
And we
can
have
meet your mic,
pigeon too
Mr.
that we
Dan.
call Creole.
Come again.
I said we have pigeon too, but we call it
Okay.
Creole.
Okay, Creole. Okay, yeah. So you can with the documents you've gotten so far, you'll be getting the knowledge and all that. You can even start with two of your friends, start talking to them, teaching them. And let me tell you one thing. I know people who I think it was last year, they just started. I know someone, I think in Togo, a Togolese guy. He just started on his own. Started building community, attended classes. He has been to Nigeria. He speaks French. He has traveled. Blockchain have helped him travel around the world. Why? People are looking for ways to enter other countries that are not Nigeria. Products, communities, blockchains, organizations. But what they are looking for is who really understand the system here, the grassroots. Like, who understand the language these people speak? How do somebody help us organize one or two? You can be that person that even by August we'll look back and say, yes, Milton is doing a great job in Sierra Leone. You put your map, Sierra Leone map out there. So you can do your studies and check, is there activities around blockchain in Sierra Leone? Even if there is, let me start up in my city. Let me start up in my town. Let me start up in my vicinity. 2-3 people put them together. But I believe this class is already shaping your mind and it will encourage every one of us here, Mike, Kola, Victon, our teacher and every other, even myself, I'm learning as well. That's why when I moderate, I try to learn. I'm learning also. I learned a lot of things from what he put out there. Like I told you guys, I did not go to class for this. I did not enter any class to say, okay, let me sit in a boot camp and learn. I learned in the journey. So I learned like as I go, I'm learning. As I'm going, I'm learning. So, but more than a decade now, I've been in this space, but I still learn. I'm still learning, and I'll keep learning. That's the most important thing. So thank you guys for joining. Have a blissful weekend ahead. The class continues next week. We'll drop the teachers. We are finalizing with some persons as well. Like I told in the beginning of the boot camp, we are working to see how we'll get some professional free courses for you guys as well, so that when the boot camp is over, you can take your classes, that's your exams there, take your test there, also get certified. We are working with different organizations to make that happen. So hopefully we'll get to see people who are not from Nigeria come down to Nigeria. Someday we'll visit them as well. One thing I was telling you guys, me, I've met more than 10,000 persons. It's not a joke, it's reality. It's not, people can say it's a hype, but for me, it's not a hype. During COVID, I met more than 5,000 persons on LinkedIn, more than 5,000 persons, and communicated with them on LinkedIn, had their WhatsApp. We still talk to today. Some of them are big organization, big top guys in their organization. Met someone from Saudi Arabia, monetary compliance, I think forum. Yeah, we still talk to today. Funny enough, he is someone who loves football, and he's someone who supports the club I support. So we share the same ideology, we talk. So this place will give you, this space will give you a lot of opportunity, like our speaker also pointed out today. You can be in Nigeria, you can be in Aba, you can be in Umuahia, and you are conversing with people in Brazil, like real time, and they have not seen you, but they do businesses with you. So just go through the document. I think Mr. Dan has dropped it in the group. For the three persons, Mayton, Victor, and Mike, you can DM me on WhatsApp, so that you could be able to get the document, the book, so you go through it. Thank you guys, and God bless.
Thank you.